I'll wait to see your golden smile, feel of 1,000 kisses.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Oka's Sails Around Greece. In this episode, we're continuing our journey west through the Gulf of Corinth as we head closer and closer to the Ionian Sea. Join us as we sail through Trizonia and Nafpaktos before making our way under the mighty Patras Bridge and on to Missolonghi. Alright, according to the reviews, you can either go into this run-down marina that is not abandoned, but or you can anchor here. The problem with anchoring here is that it's all seagrass and a little bit of mud. There's no sand. There's not supposed to be any wind in the coming days. I think Tuesday there's wind, so we should be okay, but people have had to drop anchor 2-3 times to get it set. If we go here, you can go alongside or you can do a stern tie. There's a bunch of boats that go side on here. You can't stern tie here. You can only go side on, and again, it's a very jagged rock. So if they don't have openings here to stern tie, we'll try here. If they don't, then we'll go out here and just make sure that we leave this place before there's any big winds. We are now arriving to Trizonia, a tiny Greek island that feels like a secret hideaway. With no cars and just a handful of tavernas, this place is all about peace, quiet, and crystal clear waters. It's the only inhabited island in the Gulf of Corinth, yet it still manages to fly under the radar. The marina, though unfinished, is supposedly a great place to tie up for a night or two. According to local legend, 3 monks took refuge here centuries ago, seeking shelter from pirate raids that plagued the Greek coast. Some say they built a small chapel in gratitude for their safety. Whether that's true or not, one thing's for sure. Trizonia is the perfect spot to kick back and enjoy Greece's laid-back island life. Okay, we are side on, no anchor, 4.2 depth. And we are in Trizonia, and we parallel docked with a boat in front of us and a boat behind us. We docked in a pretty tight spot, and we did an awesome job. The wind's pushing us onto the dock. Do you want me to come out and help you? Apparently there's a parrot in that boat, but I don't see it right now. It's loose. I can hear it, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. I mean, I guess they consider that the side. These days are running slow. Sunsets and shores far from home. Headlights are shining on the sea. It's a feeding frenzy of cats. No place on earth I'd rather be. I could try to just follow the song, but I'll never find this anywhere else. Where are we going? Into all those places on the wall, and none come close to this, I'm sure.
try to say the sunrise the same. But tell me, have you ever danced in the rain? And I could try to just follow.
That is the mainland over there. And this is the little island where we spent the night, but we were on the other side of all this. Where it was not that pretty, so it was a little disappointing when we got here, but then we went for a walk and saw all these little restaurants and stuff last night.
If you wanted from whatever way that is.
That's the little island where we just stayed. Patras Bridge up there, but I don't know if you can see it on video.
Just you wait to listen for the storm.
Next, we're sailing into Nafpaktos, dropping anchor just outside the picturesque little harbor. This town is a history lover's dream, with its well-preserved Venetian port and a stunning castle perched high above the town. Before we drop anchor, or tie up anywhere really, we like to do our homework. We usually check out the reviews on Navily and No Foreign Land to get a feel for what we're sailing into. The reviews usually give a heads up on how easy, or not, it was for others to anchor, whether they held well or dragged, and what the wind and swell were doing at the time. Of course, we take all that with a pinch of salt. Everyone has different experience levels, different boats that behave in totally different ways in the same conditions, and most likely totally different weather than what we might have. Still, it helps to get a general idea. The forecast for the next day or two looked promising, so this bay just outside Nafpaktos seemed like a good option to set up camp. That said, the protection here isn't great. Wind tends to funnel through the Gulf of Corinth, so we were crossing our fingers. We really wanted to explore Nafpaktos and hike up to that beautiful castle overlooking the town. We spent a fair bit of time hunting for a sandy patch, trying to avoid the thick seagrass the anchor can just slide on. Dano was at the bow doing his best impression of an aircraft marshaller. Lots of enthusiastic hand signals, guiding me toward the clearest spot. We dropped the anchor and let out the chain based on the depth, only to realize we were a little too cozy with the neighboring boats. So up it came and we gave it another go. Round 2, the anchor didn't set. We started dragging, so yep, back up to the starting line for try number 3. Sometimes it takes a few attempts. That's just how it goes. It's way better to get it right than to wake up in the middle of the night doing the "are we drifting" dance. Once we're finally happy with our spots, we always hang around on board Oka for a few hours just to see how she settles once the chain adjusts to the wind and any swell. We also use our trusty Gulf rangefinder to check our distance to nearby boats, rocks, and anything else that we'd rather not accidentally cuddle with during our stay. Okay, we dropped at 7.8, so we've got 40 out plus the bridle. 40. No, we had 42 out. Wow, we put a lot more than 10 on the bridle. Okay, I went a little bridle crazy, so we're 52.8 now with the bridle, so we got 10 on the bridle. We're good now.
Hey, you could drop your anchor, tie up off the... It's shallow, I need to...
The building of the Ottoman bath is a part of a larger complex of interdependent religious, social, educational, and economic facilities. It was built between 1701 and 1727. Apparently, since the year 2000, more than 100 million euros have been invested in the restoration and enhancement of several monuments, baths, shrines, mosques, and mausoleums of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman bath?
Yeah, the steam comes out maybe? And the gas from the...
Yeah, there's a sign saying Ottoman bath.
There we go.
Oh, and that one there. Is that? So they're excavating it all.
The protection and promotion of Ottoman monuments in Greece is very important to the Ministry of Culture, showing their respect for the cultural heritage within the Greek territory from all periods. The extensive restoration project is well underway, with their ultimate goal of transforming the bathhouse into a museum. Oh my god, we still have a long way to go. Google lied to us. 24 minutes my butt, Google. We braved the walk up to the fortress, and let's just say our legs got quite the workout, but the views, absolutely worth it. Nafpaktos Castle dates back to ancient times, but was rebuilt and reinforced over the centuries by the Byzantines, Venetians, and Ottomans. It played a key role in the famous Battle of Lepanto in 1571, one of the largest naval battles in history, where the Holy League, led by Spain and Venice, defeated the Ottoman fleet. That battle was a turning point in European history, and standing atop the fortress, you can almost feel the echoes of the past. This is quite slippery. The biggest surprise of all for us in Nafpaktos, we stumbled upon a Mexican restaurant called the Mexican Bulldog, and after a year away from the US, we finally had our first proper Mexican meal. No Tex-Mex here. It had more of a California twist, and it was absolutely delicious. Oh, there's a rainbow. Leaving Nafpaktos, we set sail toward the iconic Patras Bridge, and wouldn't you know it, just as we approached, the skies opened up. After months of nothing but sunshine through the Cyclades, Argolic, and Saronic Gulfs, we finally got a good drenching. So we were anchored right here, and we're going now under a big bridge by the city of Patras, which is right here. And this is the bridge right there. And we are motoring for 5 hours to over here to this channel, Missolonghi. We're gonna go up. Supposedly this is very swampy, like in New Orleans. We're gonna go up this channel, very, very skinny channel right here. And we're going to try to get side on the wall here of the town quay, because the next 4 days are gonna be all rain. This is our first rain since May, I think, or April.
We were Avlet. We had rain.
Yeah, since we entered Greece, this is our first rain, and we're supposed to get 20 to 30 knot winds for the next couple of days. So we're gonna go hunker down in Missolonghi. You can't just sail under the bridge willy-nilly. Before passing through, all vessels must radio bridge control on VHF channel 14, provide their mast height, and wait for permission to proceed. The bridge operators will then direct each vessel to pass between specific pillars or pylons to ensure clearance and to avoid head-on encounters with oncoming traffic. It's a well-organized process, and after getting the green light, we sailed under this incredible structure while the rain came down all around us. It was an unforgettable experience. Rio-on traffic. This is catamaran eucalyptus. Do you copy?
Catamaran eucalyptus, this is Rio traffic. Good morning, miss again.
Yes, good morning. We are 1 nautical mile north of the bridge, requesting permission to pass, please. Over.
Understood, you're about 1 nautical mile before the bridge. You have permission to pass from the north navigation channel, keeping 1 pylon on your starboard side and 3 pylons on your port side. Please stand by on channel 14 for the next 5 miles after the bridge. Over.
Thank you very much. We will pass between pylon M3 and pylon N4 and stand by for 5 miles. Thank you. Over.
Correct. Thank you for your cooperation and have a nice trip.
The Patras Bridge, officially called the Rio-Antirrio Bridge, is a marvel of modern engineering. Spanning nearly 2 miles, it's one of the world's longest multi-span cable-stayed bridges. And fun fact, it was designed to withstand earthquakes, which is pretty important in this part of the world. So here it shows you actually the heights of the meter, so 25 meters, and we are 20 meters, so that's why we're going to this side where the green is. This one is 45 meters, which is the very center of the bridge, and that's the highest clearance you can have. So if you need more than 45 meters, you can't go this way. We got our clears up just in time, and by we I mean Donovan. Thank you for getting the clears up, though. It's nice and dry in here.
Except for drips.
Except for drips. Donovan does not like drips, and there's drips everywhere because we don't have all the clears up set the way.
No, it's not the clears.
It's the hat. Yeah, this roof canvas that we have is so beaten by the sun and weather
We should be going under right now.
that it leaks. There's the bridge. Hopefully the mast doesn't hit. A really stinky dog because she's shivering. She's shivering.
Sailing vessel Elena, this is Rio traffic. Good morning again, sir. Good morning, Rio traffic,
After all these years, no matter where we stand, you'll always be.
Well, at least now the wind's picked up enough, 14.7 knots, that we can have the Genoa out. We don't have the main out because the winds are going to get considerably stronger here soon, and we need full control with the rain and everything. We don't want Donovan sliding all over the other deck out here.
κρατήστε 2 πόδια στα αριστερά σας και 2 στα δεξιά σας.
This is fun.
Ακριβώς από το μέσο της γέφυρας, αν είναι έτοιμος. Καλώς είναι στο κανάλι 14 και 2 μίλια.
Kindness you've given me.
Entering the channel. Our next stop is Missolonghi, a town steeped in history and surrounded by a unique marshy landscape. To get there, we had to navigate a long, narrow, and shallow channel. So narrow, in fact, that it reminded us of the low country back home in South Carolina. The water was shallow, the grass seemed to grow right out of the sea, and fishing huts lined the edges.
I'm proud to be your man.
Missolonghi is famous for its heroic resistance during the Greek War of Independence and was the site of a tragic siege by Ottoman forces in the 1820s. It was also the final refuge of Lord Byron, the famous British poet who supported Greece's fight for independence. Lord Byron came to Missolonghi to aid the revolution, but fell ill and died here in 1824, making him a revered figure in Greek history. Today, the town has a laid-back vibe, but its history is deeply woven into the fabric of modern Greece. Once we tied up side on to the town wall, we explored this great city.
Let me grow with you.
And that's a wrap on this leg of our adventure. Next time, we'll explore Missolonghi a little bit further, and then we will officially leave the Gulf of Corinth behind and enter the Ionian Sea, where even more incredible destinations await. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Give this video a thumbs up, drop us a comment, and hit that notification bell so you're always up to date with our journey. Thanks for watching, and see you guys on our next episode.
You'll always be my